Hey folks, Eric is a whatever guy because it really is whatever for me. And do you folks want to know or answer the question, why can't hemp and marijuana operators just get along? You guys stick around, man, and I'll talk to you guys about that. As you guys know, me, my name's Eric. I'm the whatever guy, and I usually shoot videos a couple days a week, basically keeping you guys updated in the world Delta 8, Delta 9, Delta 10, hemp cannabis, just what's going on around. And today, man, sitting here bullshitting around on an early Friday morning. As you guys can tell, it's pretty early. My understanding is it's supposed to be cold out there today. And as we are sitting around here bullshitting around today and getting work done, we've got to pay attention to the Alabama integrated license presentations that are going on today. One of the companies that I support will be giving their presentation today. They're actually going to try to flip the script on the commissioners today. They're going to give them the option to get marijuana up on the shelf within 20 days of issuing of the license. That's going to be a crazy situation. So we're going to stick around and see that today. And hopefully everything will go the way it's supposed to and go smoothly. And we won't be riding out with more lawsuits on the other side of it. Because as you guys know, this has been a debacle since the very beginning. But moving forward, talking about all this stuff, talking about this medical marijuana license, talking about federal rec, coming in soon in the future. Some of these states like Florida, they're legalizing recreational marijuana. As we went through this process of this medical marijuana program, I've learned a lot of things, man. Like, the process of getting an application. We've actually got to get the building, the equipment, and everything in place before you can even apply for a license. It's a crazy situation. And I have to wonder exactly what is going to happen on the other side when federal rec hits. And as it stands right now, we've got the 2018 Farm Bill that's ended, and we've got a 2023 Farm Bill that will be, readjusted in 2024. And that will be the new operating bill for the hemp going forward. But as it stands, all these marijuana operators seem like they want to quell what's going on in the hemp industry. And what they're not realizing is the hemp industry has a much larger reach than the marijuana industry. We are a much bigger space than you guys. And I would just imagine that after federal rec hits, that a lot of these marijuana companies are going to want to start buying these hemp processors and these hemp companies and stuff like that, because they already have the national reach. They can go into, or they have been doing business in places that you have not been able to do business in. And there are already lawsuits out there, guys. There are lawsuits out there of marijuana people that are suing the hemp derived space because their products are more potent than the products that they can actually put in their dispensary. And they're also suing them on the other side because it's cutting into their profits, especially in states where legal marijuana is nowhere to be found. I think there's 26 states out there that have no type of legal marijuana, and in those states, man, and these products right here are life-saving, changing things for those people, especially someone like me, man, that is not going to run down and get a medical marijuana card and pay all the exorbitant fees when I know that I can get the same type of products at a hemp place right down the road. And that's where the caveat is for this whole thing. So we're going to switch over here to an article. I believe this is over here at Ganjapreneur, if I'm not mistaken, or excuse me, it's over here at MJ Biz Daily, and it says this is an opinion article by Lucas Gilkey, and Lucas Gilkey, guys, for you guys that don't know, is the actual owner for Hometown Hemp, or Hometown Hero out in Texas. And I don't know if you guys know, but way back in the beginning when I first started my other channel, I had a much bigger channel than I have now. But YouTube was nice enough to delete that. I built my channel on that battle that was going on out in Texas, man. That was probably one of the first battles that went on in the state. That basically set the standard for every state after that on how to fight it. As a matter of fact, in the health department fight that Moral Hemp has, Lucas Gilkey and Hometown Hero have helped us in that fight. And these guys, man, are super, super good. Lucas Gilkey is a veteran like myself, and obviously Hometown Hero is a really, really good company out there. And so we're going to talk about this article over there. It says the sale and production of hemp-derived cannabinoids generated $79 billion in economic activity last year, according to the industry research. States collecting 1.5 billion in tax from 28 billion in sales. The data underscores the huge and growing market for hemp-based low THC products, in addition to creating hundreds of thousands of jobs. This is welcome news for the hemp industry and the U.S. economy. Millions of adult consumers, including our nation's veterans, have begun using hemp-based cannabinoids to improve their daily lives. Some regulated marijuana operators blame hemp-derived cannabinoid products for the slump in retail marijuana sales, citing legal confusion and a lack of regulation related to hemp products. It's time to shed that blame and instead work on uniting the hemp and marijuana sectors to focus on mutual benefits. The marijuana industry's problem is not hemp. Overregulation, excessive taxes, complicated operating requirements, and a lack of cohesive federal regulatory structure are the real factors negatively impacting MJ businesses. Some of our cannabis cousins portray the hemp cannabinoid industry as wild as the Wild West. failing to recognize that cannabinoids such as CBD, Delta 8, and Delta 9 are federally legal based on the Agriculture Improvement Act of 2018, commonly known as the Farm Bill. Moreover, states that do allow the sale of hemp-derived cannabinoids have imposed strict regulations to control matters such as age verification, manufacturing, labeling, full panel testing, and marketing. Cannabinoids in common. A reunion of sorts might be in the best interest of both industries as more marijuana companies add hemp-derived cannabinoids to their product lineups. We've talked about this many times before. A lot of these companies out there that are a lot of these big marijuana companies, these big MSOs, these ones that are basically spending all their time downing hemp-derived cannabinoids, but you can walk right down to a medical dispensary or a recreational dispensary in some of these states, and you're finding these products. They want to take over this space through legislation and not allow you to go down the road and get relief from anybody but them. That's basically what this boils down to. These marijuana businesses, especially in states without adult use retail, are seeing big swings in adoption from gummies to baked goods. The truth is that marijuana and hemp companies share more similarities than differences. Many of the same cannabinoids are used by manufacturers in both industries, particularly CBD, CBDN, and CBG. In Minnesota, for instance, there has been a boom in low-dose hemp-derived THC beverages, drawing mainstream retailers into the fold, including Cub supermarkets and Total Wine. These drinks are essentially available everywhere in the state, and since they're protected under the Farm Bill, they are being distributed to consumers nationwide. Hemp and marijuana also share a legacy of entrepreneurship. The hemp-derived cannabinoid industry is overwhelmingly dominated by independent farmers and small business owners, including many women, minorities, and hardworking individuals who have been contributing to the economy for nearly a decade. We are each other's closest allies. We should be competing on product development, not product access, especially since collaborations between hemp and marijuana companies are already bearing fruit. Currently, there are 26 states that do not allow recreational marijuana. Perhaps those markets are ripe with joint business opportunities for marijuana and hemp players to develop novel, low THC offerings. Other markets might require legislative fixes for such partnerships to happen. For example, intoxicating hemp-based cannabinoids such as Delta 8 have been deemed illegal in many of the 22 states that allow adult use marijuana, as well as the District of Columbia. And that we've had that discussion before, guys. As these states start to legalize recreational marijuana, you will find out that right behind them, they come right behind them, and they will ban these Delta 8 products. Because as I said before, if you spent millions of dollars to get in this game, if you spent all this money and to bribe the building and to get these licenses and the licensing fees and bribing representatives and all that other shit, you're not going to want someone to be able to come in at the door like me and be able to get in and start selling these type of products without that all paying all those fees. That's what it boils down to right there, guys. With the current Farm Bill extended to 2024, now is a good time for those in the hemp and marijuana sectors to work together to advance social and economic benefits of cannabis for all. Lucas Gilkey is the co-founder and CEO of Hometown Hero, an Austin, Texas-based cannabis business that manufactures and distributes hemp-derived Delta 9 THC, Delta 8 THC, CBD, CBGA products, and you can reach him and he tells you where it's Lucas at hometownhero.com. And like I said, man, Lucas Gilkey is a really good guy. As a matter of fact, he is the head of the National Hemp or the Texas Hemp Foundation out there. He actually headed that legal battle that was going on out there. He's probably really good friends with Rod Kite. A lot of those legal scholars and stuff that basically are in the hemp industry cut their teeth on what was going on out in Texas, and they've kind of got it going somewhat in the right direction out in that state. But as we move forward, as we talked about many times before, talking about this hemp and marijuana, watch what I'm saying. Watch what I'm telling you guys. As soon as these as soon as recreational marijuana is made nationwide legally, you will find out that a lot of these marijuana companies are going to swoop in and start buying a lot of these hemp operators, especially the processors and the extractors, because they are, like I said, they already have the national reach. They are already putting products in places that marijuana companies cannot put marijuana, and they've already got that outreach out there. So it's going to be it would be a good thing for the marijuana and the hemp industry to merge, because again, the marijuana and the hemp plant are basically the same plant, guys, or they are the same plant. It is the same plant. It's the government that is delineated that line between hemp and cannabis, because like I said, when you drop that seed in the ground, it's a cannabis seed all the way around. All right, folks, whatever got signing off. It's been a great week. Don't forget, we've got the integrated facility presentations today, and I'll talk to you guys later, man. Love it. See you.